Most content strategists will tell you to organize your content into content pillars, but I want you to stop thinking in content pillars. If your content is just organized into topics, your audience experiences it like a feed. Helpful, but random, and there's no reason to come back. And that is old YouTube, because social media has become TV, which means the question is no longer, what should I post to get someone to watch? It's, why would someone keep watching? And there is a small shift that changes everything, and I've been doing it on my channel. And I have had a lot of growth the last couple months, while everybody else has been in a dip. You don't need content pillars. You need series. Hi, I'm Daryn. I'm a Writers Guild Award-winning creator and producer, and welcome to our first production meeting, where I break down the systems that you need to run your own show. So let's get settled in, because I am in producer mode today, hence my little hat. I recently released a video where I broke down how to turn your YouTube channel into a TV show, and someone commented, how do we incorporate this in our videos? Well, producer Daryn is here, and I'm gonna tell you how to do that, because it all starts with having a narrative architecture, which sounds super smart, but let me explain what I mean. A content pillar is a category. A series, on the other hand, is a show format, and those are not the same thing. A pillar says, I talk about storytelling, but a series says, welcome to our first production meeting, where I break down the systems that you need to run your own show, which I just said a couple of seconds ago. One is a topic. The other one has tension, and narrative tension is what creates return viewers. That's what we want. But here is the real difference. Traditional content pillars help you organize your topics. Nice. They help you with your consistency. Okay. And then they broadly answer, what do you talk about? But they are also static, they are also interchangeable, and they're not inherently bingeable, because people don't binge topics. They binge because there is an unresolved question, there's a character that they want to know more about, and a world that they're trying to understand. But from a producer standpoint, what does that actually mean to you in practice? Let me show you. Instead of me building a channel around pillars and keywords, like storytelling, like YouTube strategy, like production, I am building something more like a network of shows. My full system becomes, one, have a channel narrative, which is that I'm on a mission to turn creators and founders like you into a new type of showrunner for this new era of social media. Now that has tension in it, right? Because it raises a question. It actually raises a couple of questions, because first you're like, what does that actually mean, Daryn? People are not familiar with the term showrunner. And you're also like, how do I do that? And those questions keep people watching. It kept you watching. YouTube is becoming TV, and that means things are changing, and you're trying to figure all of that out. You want to have an unresolved question. You want to have an open loop that your viewers want to come back to. And it can be internal, it can be external, it can be philosophical. And if you're struggling with this, I just want to mention you should check out my video description, because I have a toolkit, I have a community, I have a course, I've got one-on-one consulting to help you. Next up, I think of my content pillars as series instead of content pillars. I have 3 of them now. I have Story Caffeine, which is not just random storytelling topics, but a thematic series about how narrative actually works underneath everything that we watch. I also have the Binge Session, which is not just YouTube strategy or Instagram strategy, but a podcast about building a media brand, where I have conversations with other binge-worthy brands. And lastly, I now have Production Meeting, which is not just tips and tactics, but a series where I help you become the person running the show. And to be clear, your channel is your show. These series live within that show. And it was subtle. My intro worked whether you were new to the channel or whether you were a regular viewer. I formally named these series, and I actually labeled them all podcasts, so they come up in the podcast tab, but you may not be ready to do that just yet. What you want to do is you want to create playlists. I call these binge journeys, and they are not all the way to creating a signature series, but they do create a path for your viewer to keep watching. You can end your videos by directing viewers to a playlist of other episodes in the series or to watch specific videos. And this matters a lot on YouTube. It actually matters more on YouTube than on Netflix because your audience is often not watching in order. They're entering at completely different points. Some have seen everything you posted, some have seen a few videos, and some are brand new. So your content has to do a lot of things at once. It has to work as a standalone episode, and it also has to feel like part of something bigger so that they want to keep watching. That is the main reason why we are producing episodic series instead of pillars, because they give your channel structure without requiring your viewer to watch in a specific order. Because episodic series can be watched in any order, like a talk show or like Law & Order. Serialized series is what you probably watch on Netflix, where almost everybody starts at episode 1 and you know exactly what to watch next. This helps your viewer navigate your channel because your channel is frankly chaotic. You have a lot of videos and it shifts between all of these different content pillars you got, and your viewer needs paths to know what to watch next. On YouTube, it's kind of like a bunch of sticky pads on a wall. And in fact, some of those sticky pads are other people's videos because YouTube surrounds your videos with like 100 other videos that your viewer can click on instead. So, like I said, it's chaos. Episodic series turn that into paths that your viewer can follow. And you do that by using playlists and end screens and also recognizable formats like I'm doing on my channel. And that is what I mean by building an architecture. And if all this is interesting to you, but you want to dig into it deeper, you should check out my course, Build a Binge-Worthy Brand, and you can get more information on that in my video description. It's also a new way of thinking of playlists that makes them actually something useful instead of a dusty library of your videos. And lastly, it makes coming up with videos a lot easier because right now you are asking, what should I post this week? And that is why it feels hard, because you are reinventing the wheel every single time. Instead, you start asking, what is the next episode in this series? And here is another way to think about it that I think is going to make a lot of sense. I don't want you to think about scripted shows for the moment. I know I talk about that a lot, but I want you to think about a talk show. A talk show often has segments within it. Those segments recur in a series. And if you're a viewer, you're like, cool, I love it when the Today Show does their concert series or their cooking segments. And if I'm a producer or anybody that's involved in the production, I'm also like, cool, because I have a specific plan for that segment, because it uses similar graphics, it uses a similar template, it uses similar tension, and that is what you're building. There are recurring formats, you have a consistent tone, and you also have clear expectations, just like segments in a talk show. So then instead of chasing ideas and having your views land in this chaotic universe, you're building something people can navigate and return to. And that is the shift. Content pillars are good for organizing information, but they don't create paths between them. Series, on the other hand, create binge journeys. So if your content feels scattered and your views are down, it's probably not because your ideas are bad. It's because YouTube is now TV and your videos don't belong to a world. So stop adding more pillars and start building series. And once you do, you will stop thinking like an influencer and you will start thinking like a showrunner. And now that you understand that, you need to figure out your channel narrative and you need to build your own unique character. So you should check out the videos that are popping up on the screen. And if you do want to work with me, I have worked really hard to develop different options that work for wherever you are at in your journey. And everything, all the information is in my video description. Until next time, keep creating and keep thinking like a showrunner.